When the highly anticipated Canon EOS R5 Mark II dropped, it made serious waves as a true hybrid powerhouse. Reviewers and filmmakers have rightly praised its cinema-grade video features, especially the addition of C-Log 2. But if you are a working professional portrait or event photographer who strictly shoots stills, all that video praise might leave you wondering what's in it for you. You're looking at a $4,000 price tag for a camera that looks and handles nearly identical to a model released 4 years ago. Deciding if that money is well spent comes down to one thing: the specific genre of photography you shoot. Looking at this side-by-side spec sheet comparing the original R5 to the Mark II, you'll notice both cameras share the exact same 45-megapixel resolution. The base color science and that classic Canon warmth remain effectively identical. Even the baseline dynamic range shows no meaningful leap forward. Yet, there is a $4,000 barrier to entry for the new body. Because the upgrades your client can actually see in the final image are functionally zero, we have to look at the upgrades you experience behind the lens to find the real return on investment. Let's start with studio and portrait photographers, shooters who prioritize maximum resolution and perfect skin tones above everything else. The Mark II utilizes a new stacked sensor designed to process data at incredibly high speeds. Under controlled studio lighting, the color rendering leans slightly less magenta than the previous generation, but it absolutely retains that flattering warmth Canon is known for. The detail it pulls out of the eyes and skin is stunning. But if you hold it next to a shot from the original Mark I under those same controlled conditions, you will struggle to tell them apart. And the clients receiving the final gallery? They definitely won't notice a difference. For studio and portrait shooters, spending $4,000 on this body yields zero measurable return on investment for your final images. Now, let's look at sports, wildlife, and high-volume event photographers. The first thing you'll notice is complete system stability. If you ever experienced random freezes during heavy burst shooting on the original R5, that issue is completely gone here. Then there's the autofocus. It locks onto eyes and tracks subjects with a level of speed and reliability that makes missing focus incredibly rare. Combine that with an electronic shutter capable of firing 40 frames per second, and you have a tool built to freeze ultra-fast, unpredictable subjects. There's also a new pre-capture feature. When you have pressed the shutter, the camera continuously buffers up to 5 seconds of action before you even fully press the button. This completely removes human reaction time from the equation. If a bird takes flight before your finger pushes down, you still have the shot. These features serve as operational insurance, helping you secure shots that would have otherwise been lost to technical limits. For action shooters, the high price tag makes sense because the camera guarantees you will capture shots that were previously impossible to get. That speed comes with a few hidden penalties. Because of how the new stacked sensor is built, there is a slight regression in extreme low-light performance compared to the original R5. This chart shows noise levels rising slightly faster on the Mark II once you push the ISO past 6400. For wedding and event shooters working in dark venues, this translates directly to spending more time applying aggressive noise reduction in post-production. There is also a hidden financial cost to those high-speed action features: data storage bloat. Combining 40 frames per second with pre-capture creates massive amounts of data that you have to store on expensive memory cards, back up to hard drives, and spend hours culling. If you don't strictly need the speed, these workflow taxes mean the Mark II will actually create more back-end work for you. So who is this camera actually for? This upgrade matrix breaks it down. If you shoot in studios, capture portraits, or photograph landscapes, skip the upgrade. Stick with the Mark I. The final image quality is virtually identical. If you are an action, wildlife, or high-volume event shooter, buy the upgrade. The operational insurance and pre-capture capabilities are worth the investment. And if you're a hybrid shooter doing photo and video, upgrade immediately for those cinema-grade video features. This camera makes capturing difficult or fleeting moments significantly easier, providing a level of reliability that the original camera can't match.